My name is Ayeta Anne Wangusa. I'm the Executive Director of Culture and Development East Africa. Our organization deals with the Culture and Governance Program. It's really about research about the creative value chain. Through our Creative Economy Incubator, we support filmmakers, we support designers, musicians, and also we have some activities for creative writers. There's a lot of creativity, there's a lot of creative people, but there are very few women leaders. What is not changing is inspiring more women to take up leadership roles in the creative sector. For women, we still have a lot to do, but we need to have structured interventions to address that. Otherwise, we'll just have a few women who are confident enough to stand in the space to move forward. I choose to challenge is that we are too small to have a big idea. One of the things that we are working on here at CDEA is to establish a creative hub that will impact on the whole industry in Tanzania and also in East Africa. It seems like an impossible task, but we are choosing to challenge ourselves that it is possible. I don't go around thinking that the space is dominated. I just do my thing. I love the fact that I'm in the creative space, that no one tells me what to do. We have a clean slate and we begin painting and saying this is where we want to go. And I think that's how I have been able to excel and find my place in spaces where ideally maybe men are supposed to be. You want to do something, but you're worried that, how will I get there? You want to be a cartoonist, but then there are all these challenges, stereotypes about women and all that. I think it's in you, so let it shine. But also I think look out for mentors, people who you admire. Hivos has been a great supporter. When I just began CDEA, that is in 2012, they gave us our first funding. And since then, I think we have received funding from them 4 times. It's important to choose to challenge these stereotypes about our limits. When you say choose to challenge, yes, it is not a day, it is a process. It is a process that for some people is lifelong. When it comes to leadership positions, we can't have rooms that are just full of men because women and men see things differently. So we have to feminize the way decisions are made. I admire Goreti Chomhendo. She was a coordinator of FemRight and then she started Africa Writers Trust. I also admire Zukisa Vwana. She's South African now based in Nairobi. And I just admire that she's a writer, but also trying to push the readership of books across the country. Chimamanda, people who have written, about women, in a very, exposing patriarchy for what it is and how women, even when you are an empowered woman, you still face these challenges. It's not that because you have an education, patriarchy goes away. We've just learned to negotiate it, It's there, but you negotiate it. You know where the hurdles are. Would like to see support coming into, support of incubators to support women in creative, entrepreneurship, but also leadership programs, for women who are starting up. To see that policies in the government also support, women. We want to see that the policies of the government take into concern women's issues. The future I see is women, being more empowered, in their businesses. But as I was explaining, the vision of our organization is to see that culture and creativity become the center of development discourse. So we want a future that is more, appreciative of the creative arts.